Warning, this guide contains weeb content and is rated PG. Viewer discretion is advised.
No, I like it. This is brilliant, but I like this. It's brilliant, and it goes, if this had ears, it'd go like that.
The Defender Mark I is a premium British Tier 8 medium tank that is the result of Britain deciding to copy Tesla and France and turn the Centurion into a electric eco-friendly autoloader. This tank is another of Wargaming's attempt to play capture the wallet with pay to win shitlords on the Rolex brand of tanks, also known as Defender tanks. For those of you ridiculous shitlords who don't know, the Defender tanks are basically tanks that Wargaming takes from the tech tree and make them ridiculously broken. Give it a brand color and replace the single shotgun with an autoloader, or give it a ridiculously oversized direct PP gun. And to put cherry on top, the Defender tanks are ridiculously overpriced as fuck. I cannot comprehend the ridiculous decision of spending 10,000 gold on the Defender Mark I. So for those of you shitlords who call me a pay-to-win scrub, fuck you. And go watch My Little Pony and jerk off onto it on your other monitor. The Defender Mark I is the best Defender tank. This is my fucking opinion. The Defender Mark I is also the Centurion that got knighted and literally became the chosen one of Her Majesty, the Queen. It defends Britain from literally anything that tries to invade her empire. It is also the proof that Britain will never be invaded, because no matter what invading cucks do, they'll fail ridiculously like the Germans during the Battle of Britain. And being named a defender, you must also realize that you will defend your British wifers from certain shitlords like ugly bastards, and be well rewarded. Because your Centurion is now partly French.
Centurion Mark III.
Centurion Mark III.
It has shit hell armor, but you get a turret that is so fucking stupid and broken that it makes ISU 152 and bullshit owners cry as their Unicum shell bounces. Watch and learn, you other Defender tanks. Unlike its tech tree or Australian counterpart, the Defender Mark I has a 4-shell autoloader with 190 alpha per each shot. This tank may be electric, but it does not go like a Tesla. It only goes as fast as that electric car from Top Gear. This tank is exactly what tea drinking players have been craving for. A Centurion with a broken turret, a Centurion with a decent top speed, so they can't spill their tea, an accurate straight shooting gun, and an autoloader gun that makes erotic ecchi hentai moans every 2 seconds. Despite all that shit with a broken turret and gun, the Defender Mark I is not a tank that you can go press W and die many times. While this thing is a sniper tank, you also don't sit 1000 meters in the back while your teammates are dying for no reason. You also cannot brawl in this thing, because once you run out of shells, the 13-second reload is all that it takes for a bunch of dumbass shitlords to actually gang rape you every time. Here's how you play the Defender Mark I. You get improved ventilation, protected modules and improved optics. Next you get enhanced gun laying drive, improved assembly and improved control. Next you get vertical stabilizers, toolbox and consumable delivery system. For provisions, you get black tea and pudding and improved fuel. For consumables, get an automatic fire extinguisher, a multi-purpose restoration pack and a repair kit. You load mostly AP, then APCR and HE. After that, do whatever the fuck you wanna do that makes you hard. To effectively defend your stats, you make use of your decent top speed and take erotic parts of the map to spot for your team and shoot shitlords you see. Much like all the Centurions, the Defender Mark I has a turret armor, only much thicker, which means you control twice the amount of shots that you take. So your best friends are ridges and hills. Because this tank is an autoloader, you get a decent BPM and a clip alpha that rivals even a 152mm. And since this tank is British, your gun is lubed up on T, making it stupidly accurate and also allowing you to have a stupid fast reload time of 2 seconds per shell. Use this to your advantage to absolutely pepper your enemy both at close or long range. You have a good gun depression. That is the epitome of most British tanks. Combine this with the broken turret and autoloader, and you are essentially playing a Centurion on steroids. You play this tank like every Centurion to effectively farm Unicum points and make all other defender tanks jealous. But despite it, your gun depression is so good that you are actually depressed in real life. But it is okay, because you are a depressed weeaboo who jerks off to hentai on your other monitor that gets jed up by 2D wifers every time. You don't rush be in charge on the enemy. The Defender Mark I is as big as a waifu with big boobs and asses. And even worse, the tank is so big that it triggers erotic erection on stupid shitlords to spam gold on your pennable parts. So you don't play this like a shitlord would if you want to get penetrated. There are other tanks for that, you know. If you don't feel like going alone, you can always do the favorite tactic of Unicums, which is using stupid brain dead teammates as meat shields to farm damage and your Unicum points. If you feel lucky, you go in and rain your erotic rounds for 8 seconds and watch their hit points being helplessly farmed. To defend your stats and your waifu stash, drive a medium tank and focus on smooth ride, smooth turret traverse. Then get firefighting, repairs and close combat master when driving a heavy tank. Next, get camo, smooth turn and clutch braking when driving a TD. And last, train soft recoil while driving a light tank. After that, do whatever shit that you want to fucking do. And that is how you play the Defender Mark I to be best defender waifu. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment below on how you think of the Defender Mark I. Click the link on the screen to watch other ridiculous Unicum guides.